Hi, thanks for tuning in again. We're going to do another unboxing. This time we're going to change it up a little bit. We're going to look at one of the powered gliders that we carry. This one is the Sonic185. 185 is the wingspan. It's 1,850 millimeters, so just shy of a 2-meter wingspan. The length on this one is just a smidge over a meter, and runs off an 1800 2-cell milliamp battery. You know, anything, a 20C battery would be fine. It's not pulling super hard, so it's not going to be drawing a lot of current. These ones, like most of our units, I should say, is a plug and play, so you're going to need to provide the battery, your transmitter, and hook it up to a receiver that you have compatible with your transmitter. And that's pretty much it. So we're going to open up the box and I'll show you what's included. All right, so we're back. So this is what's included in the Dynam Sonic185 box. Right off the bat, I'll get this out of the way. So you've got this large composite spar that's going to join the two wing halves together through the fuselage. So I'll set that aside, but that's included. I'll put it down here. Now you've got a tail with a live hinge again on it, which Dynam, as far as I know, pretty much all of their models have live hinges, meaning that the hinge itself is just molded right into the EPO foam. The model itself, like I just said, is EPO. It's extremely smooth, so there's the tail. The model, this particular one has a T-tail, which is kind of nice because it does land on its belly. So having the tail up higher keeps it out of the grass and, you know, free of damage, just because it's that much further away from the area that you're landing on. So there's the tail itself with the elevator. Comes with a nice instruction manual with the basics of what you need to do to put it together. There's not a lot really on this one to do either. Put on some control horns, join the two wing halves. You can do one of two things. You can actually just push the halves together and leave them just a friction fit, or if you want, you can glue them together so it's more permanent, keeping in mind for transportation, and maybe it's a little bit more difficult. So some guys I know will actually just leave it friction fit, and that's fine, because you're not going to be you know, booting this thing around the air super fast. It is a glider after all. So let's go back to showing you what's in the kit. So you've got a nice big decal sheet, and these are just pressure adhesive decals. So we'll put those aside. You've got your two wing halves, and again, the servos are all into the 9-gram, standard 9-gram plastic geared, with the push rods installed. Linkages are all set up. You've got some reinforcement on the actual wings themselves, and you'll find that that big spar that I showed you at the beginning just slides right into the two wing halves. So you've got one wing half here, the other wing half identical to the first one. Everything's pre-installed for you with the servo connections just on the end of the wing here. So we'll set that aside. Those two are included. The wings themselves are bare. All you need to do is put the decals on them. Now here's the fuselage. So well, I guess before that, you get a little bag too with the control horns. So you get those, and here's the fuselage. So it's EPO foam, like most of the models we carry. Very smooth, very nice. You can tell T-tail, so that the elevator mounts up here with the one little bolt that's already pre-threaded into it. Here's your rudder, and it's already hooked up. You can hear the servo going. Again, live EPO hinge. One of the things you want to do whenever you get a model is you want to take the actual control surface, and you don't have to do it with the servo on, but you could disconnect it and just work the hinge in, kind of just break it in. Here's the brushless motor. Has a folding prop, and what that does is when the motor comes on, by nature the blades swing out and will want to pull the airplane ahead. As soon as you turn the motor off, when you get up to gliding altitude, the prop just feathers back, and you're more aerodynamic. So here's the canopy. Looks like carbon fiber, but it's not. It's just plastic with a carbon fiber print type look to it. So that's included as well. And it just, there's a little notch on the front of it, slides into a little catch on the front, and then magnet on the back. And again, because you're not going to be going too crazy with this, that's ample. It's not going to come undone. So if you take a look inside, the servos are already pre-installed. You've got your ESC with a pre-soldered DIN connector on it, which is nice, so you don't have to worry about doing that. It's a, let me just check here, a 30 amp ESC. Everything's already done. And really all you got to do is put your 2 wing halves in, bolt on your T-tail, put your graphics on, hook up your receiver, and you're good to go. The Outrunner motor is all mounted, everything's mounted. The spinner is on, everything is pre-mounted for you. Like I said, all you have to do is hook on your battery. And battery, like I said, for this is an 1800 2-cell. If you go 20C rating, that's more than enough for you. And you'll be up in the air, just a light toss. And if you want to talk about some relaxing flight, powered gliders are one way to do it, where it's not too anxious. You're just up there quietly flying around, and can actually be very relaxing. When I fly mine, I have I don't have this particular one. I have the Volantex Phoenix 2000. I'll bring a chair and I just sit in the chair because you can keep it up a long time, and it's hard on the neck otherwise. But that's pretty much it in a nutshell. It's a nice plane. If you look on forums, they have great reviews on this particular model. It's really nice. I haven't heard any bad comments about them. So in a nutshell, that's it. That's the Dynam Sonic 185 powered glider. So like I said before, if you have any questions, by all means, just ask away. You can comment below with respect to the video. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Google+, Facebook, or on our YouTube channel itself. So thanks again, and we'll get another one out to you shortly.